Okay, so very good afternoon. So let's kickstart the panel discussion. So before that, welcome to Begin Up Research Intelligence Private Limited presents Educational Excellence Awards and Conference 2021. So why don't you tell me how are you feeling being here today?
It's a wonderful feeling, of course. We're happy to be here and happy to receive this award on behalf of Euroschool. So, great feeling.
All right, ma'am. So here we are to start off with our panel discussion, for which we have with us Ms. Shruti Arun and Dr. Vandana Gupta. So let's start off with Ms. Shruti Arun, introducing her. She is the Director Principal at Euroschool Whitefield, a progressive CBSE K-12 school with around 3,000 students in Bangalore. Her intense passion for education and her earnest drive for excellence have been shaped over the past 17 years in a career that spans across school offering international and Indian curriculum in Bangalore and Mumbai. A postgraduate in science with a UGC NET certificate and Junior Research Fellowship Award, she believes in being a long-loved learner and has recently completed an immense two-year job-embedded course culminating in certificate in advanced education leadership at Harvard Graduate School of Education, Howard University. Warm welcome, ma'am. So let's start with the first question, which is we all know that we had really tough times during pandemic. Pandemic has been hard throughout the globe, right? So and I think the most affected industry has also been the education industry. So how did you fight the odds while conducting the online classes during the pandemic? It was a sudden shift from, teaching the kids right in front of you to quickly an online session. So how do you feel about it?
Right. It came as a surprise. Absolute. We didn't see it coming at all. I remember it was, I think, mid-March or so, and we were all set for exams. And that's when it happened. And so then the decision that we had to take was to shut school, upload circulars. All of us were in absolute doldrums. Of course, for us personally at Euroschool, it has been not that much of a challenge because we had Argus, which is our learning management system, which is a digital platform, and we had that, for a couple of years by then, which we used for things like homework and quizzes and all of that, which the children took from home. So since we had that platform, it was not as tough because we initially started with uploading worksheets, etc., for students to be occupied over the next month or so, and then we realized that exams cannot happen, and then we broke into vacation. And children were just boxed in at home. So then we decided, okay, let's take this opportunity and keep them occupied. So we started sending in worksheets, resources, videos. We also came up with a lot of activities, constructive activities that they can do at home, which were pretty much skill based. So that they didn't feel too claustrophobic, where they can't go out, they can't play, they can't travel. Vacation was just non-existent. So that was appreciated by our parents, and then we had that time to plan, to come up with an online learning program. We called it Virtual Euroschool. So that took us quite some time. It took many of us principals who came together, coordinators, teachers, the management. We all came together, put our heads together, and then came up with a well thought out, structured program of virtual school, right from how long it should be, screen time and all of that, what kind of learning experiences to put in to tailor make the program, and also we had to train teachers. Not everybody was tech savvy. We had to think about what devices, audio, video quality, also how to make it interactive. We had to think about that. Then we had to, get parents buy-in. We had to communicate to parents consistently, constantly, explaining to them about the various aspects of virtual Euroschool, so that they understand and make sure that they send their children to virtual Euroschool. There was a lot of anxiety over screen time and all of that. So all of those challenges were there initially. So, but we definitely won over our parents. I think they had, of course, we had their trust to start with, and yeah, with our constant communication, we definitely brought them around. And right from day one, we had 98% attendance. So, and right from pre-primary and above. So initially it was like, okay, let's do it for grade 9 and 10, and then we'll wait and watch. But then the waiting never ended. So then we had to bring it down to middle school, and then to primary, and then to pre-primary. But our teachers definitely, stood up to the challenge. They did their absolute best. Our parents supported us with respect to devices, and also sort of helping children manage the initial, using the device, mute, unmute, all of that. We also trained our children how to handle, how to log in, how to, what kind of decorum to maintain during an online class, and all of that. So even our primary children started learning how to log in. And then we had to think about homework, about correction, about assessments, because the wait never ended, as I said, right? So we had to then think about all of these things. But yeah, I think it's been a fantastic journey. It's been a learning experience for all of us, managements, principals, teachers, students, parents alike. I think it's been a great life lesson that anything can happen at any point in time, and we need to be ready for change, and we need to keep an open mind and just go with the flow, and not go against it, especially when it is not in our control, and it is for the better, because obviously we wanted learning to be uninterrupted. We didn't want children to lose out on time, etc. So we weaved in everything. We weaved in co-curricular activities, extracurricular activities, fitness, performing arts, and we made sure that the entire almanac as is was implemented. So celebrations, events, guest lectures, workshops, life skill sessions, assemblies, all of that took place. Investiture ceremonies, inter-school competitions, inter-house competitions, everything we've done online. So right. So it's been a great experience. But now we've started resuming school in the hybrid mode. We have started with the higher grade, and slowly we'll progress into middle and primary school, hopefully when the government allows primary school. But the plan is to go up to middle school in the coming months, and do it in a phase-wise manner. And again, our parents have shown a lot of confidence in us. So we have about 60-70% parents who have been ready to send their children to school already. And it's a very happy feeling to have our students back on campus. And we just hope and pray that we'll be able to sustain this.
So I think once the students are back is when the school is going to come back to life. It has already come back to life. So now that you're mentioning is when I'm actually realizing there is so much to this. See, pandemic has definitely been a roller coaster to all of us. But when you mention, yes, the students, the teachers and the parents being on the same page is so important. And just not the education, yes, the kids should not feel claustrophobic or pressurized. It's a great team effort, I must say. I mean, I do see a lot of kids attending online classes, at home, in the neighborhood, but we never really know what is actually happening behind it. So now that when you're mentioning each aspect is when I actually understand there is so much of effort that have gone through it. So thank you so much, ma'am, and I hope the students come back and everything gets back to normal very soon. All right, so moving on to our next panelist, I would like to introduce Dr. Vandana Gupta, former national tennis player and an academician, is a professional with more than 24 years of hands-on experience in the education sector. Both as a motivator and as a mentor, she has a vast experience in teaching in as well as administration of reputed schools in NCR region. She presently heads Euroschool North Campus, Bangalore, and has been felicitated with numerous prestigious awards. She attended the Innovation Camp for Educational Professionals in 2017 at Finland to look inside the world's most successful school system and pedagogical practices. During her school days, she has also attended an educational exchange program along with School Drama Party for 2 months in England, sponsored by the CNN and Hindujas. Some of the prominent awards that she has received are received ZTV Award as recognition of excellence in the field of outstanding contribution in the sphere of education at MP Education or Industrial and IT Conclave 2016 from the Chief Minister Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Up next, received an award of honor from NIFAA for unfathomed support to world's largest painting competition held on the 1st of August 2011 at Karnal to promote world peace and nuclear weapons free world. The event has been registered in the Book of Guinness World Record. Received the Avantika Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam National Award for the Best Principal on 18th February 2018 in Lucknow. Received state level award in category of Best Principal on 7th March 2016 from Mrs. Maya Singh, the State Minister of Women and Child Welfare, Madhya Pradesh. The ceremony was organized by Raj Express Group, and if we have to go on about Dr. Vandana Gupta's profile, I would just go on and on and on because her achievements are that long list, I must say. So it's a great honor to have you with us today, ma'am. It's a great honor to have you with us. So the question I have for you is, but how did you prepare your faculty and the entire staff for the change in the teaching trends suddenly due to COVID breakdown, where you and your teachers prepared for such an online mode of education? So of course, now ma'am did speak about how we had to prepare all the children and their parents and the atmosphere. So get the first, I think is the faculty or the teachers that has to be ready for it. So how did you get all of them prepared for the same?
I think before I answer your question, I would like to say, the moment COVID hit, there was this sudden shift of normal classrooms into e-classrooms, right? And that's when the educators shifted their entire pedagogical focus to tackle the new market trends or adapt to the new changes or the new normal. But the concern, I think, was not just about whether the online teaching learning methods would be able to deliver the quality education that we were looking at. But I think one of the major concern was, will the academic institutions be able to adopt to online education in such a massive manner? Because the pandemic, during the pandemic phase, we've only been talking about training the teachers, but as Ms. Shruti very rightly said, we needed to train the parents and the students as well. So that was a huge challenge. And then we were also worried about measuring the learning outcomes. So these were major challenges, I think. So now coming to your question, how did we do it at Euroschool? How did we train our own teachers? So now, much before the pandemic had hit, the management was in the process of building its own proprietary digital ecosystem called Argus. And the version of Argus for teachers called Argus Guru was already active and in place, and the teachers were already trained in using it. But the moment COVID hit, the management and our education team, our think tank Cerebrum based out of Mumbai, was very, very expeditious. And very soon, we had this app for students, which is called the Argus at Home in place. We had the Argus Junior, which is an app for pre-primary students. We had an app for our parents, which is the Argus Parent. So the management was really expeditious in building the ecosystem, And the best part was that the management organized rigorous trainings and orientation programs, not only for the teachers, but for the students and parents as well, for them to understand the ecosystem and how to go about using it. And they were so generous and supportive. While the other schools we were hearing what was going on, teachers were being laid off, cut-offs were being announced, here was our management supporting the teachers to buy gadgets, tabs, and even help them update their internet bandwidth at homes. So here what I would like to say is that during this period, Argus was our backbone, which helped us sail through this period, you know. It not only catered to the changing education mode, but also assisted the teachers in, as I said, measuring the learning outcomes as well. For an example, children have CYP, which is check your progress. So after every concept, they can check their progress. The app has a provision where students can upload their worksheets, their project, their assessments, which accounts for internal assessments. It also has provision for subjective assessments, objective assessments, and the parents can see a detailed analysis on their app. Teachers send their feedback. There is a provision where students can upload the PDFs so that the written skills are not impacted. We wanted to make sure, you know, at this point of time, that's something very, very important. So they could upload their assessments, their worksheets, their answer sheets. Teachers at their end can download, annotate, correct those sheets using online tools, and also the inbuilt evaluation system in the Argus, and then send it back with their feedback. So that was something very amazing. So thanks and kudos to our Euro management. And now coming to the other part of the question, you know, were they ready for it? Were the teachers all ready for it? In a way, yes, we were, because luckily we are a very progressive and digitalized school. So all now we had to do was to train our teachers in using the Zoom online classes to be proficient, though these Zoom classes were also incorporated into the Argus to make them very safe for the students, you know. So they had to get proficient in creating that online environment, the right environment for the students. That is what was required, because anyways we have the 60-hour of training program in Euro schools, where you know, it is compulsory for each teacher to take a 60-hour of training, not for teachers as well, but the principals also try their level best to take 60 hours of training. So that really helps us to stay current. So I think it's been an amazing journey, and a loud shout out to the teachers. They've risen to the occasion, and what can I say more about our management? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, the second part of the question was definitely, you know, were you guys ready? But from your very first statement, I figured out that somewhere you guys were foreseeing the situation, the futuristic situation, and had something in hand when people were struggling to, you know, find out what to do in this situation, how to do it. You had an entire team set up, an entire thing, not just for the students, but for the teachers and for the parents, which is absolutely commendable. And I'm so glad that I could actually get to know so much in detail. Well, with that, we come to the end of the panel discussion, and it was great. It was so great to have both of you as a part of this discussion. Thank you so much.